I have been playing Wuthering Waves. I'm about, I think, 5 hours in. I'm playing on PC. I had high ping when I started, so I was running at like 100 to 150 ping. And I guess they did some system optimizations that reduced it to about like 50 to 60 ping, which is closer to where it needs to be, which is great. Right now I give the story. I just finished like the story with Scar. Really good character. Really started picking up right there. I really got involved in it. It's kind of like a life lesson that they give you and how they tell the story. So I think that Wuthering Waves has to improve with storytelling. But for now, I know that they went from closed beta test 1 to closed beta test 2. They like scrapped most of their work and restarted and still delivered us a game. Um, Not every game has like a bam impact storyline. Like usually you do get a slow start. You gotta start building up to a climax. It just doesn't start at the climax, because when you start at a climax you go down. So right now, Wuthering Waves is, I would give the story, as of right now, from what I've seen, probably like a 6 out of 10, 5 or 6 out of 10 or so, maybe 5.5. The combat is tier 1. It is 100% amazing. I like the fact that you can parry. I like the fact that you can dodge. I like the fact that you can go quickly between characters. That once you switch, there's actually a an attack that follows up as you switch your characters. That's amazing. You can string stuff along. Um, so I'll give the battle 10 out of 10. Combat system is amazing. It's sleek, it's smooth. It is so smooth. I think that it is much smoother than Genshin, for sure. Um, as far as character building, I haven't built a lot of characters yet. I have a few. I haven't reached my first 5-star yet, so we're kind of getting there. But building characters seems pretty clean cut. I like the fact that you can put characters with whatever characters pretty much. So far, they do have elements, but I like the fact that you can just mesh other like characters. You got a 3-party system. Makes it easier on my fingers to move on the keyboard, since I am transitioning from controller to mouse and keyboard. So that's a plus for me. The character designs, I would probably give it a solid like 8 or 9 out of 10. I think the character designs are good. Finally, the guys are getting love. Um, Mostly, it's always about the waifus, but the husbandos are definitely getting some love, which is much needed. So, let's see what else is left. System optimizations, like you already start with 240. Yeah, there's some things that cost a little bit more, but we'll see how efficient those things are going to be, and kind of like where the story is gonna take place from here. It's only a day and a half old as of right now. Give it a chance. Like, everyone's comparing this and saying all this stuff about, well, Genshin had a better start. It's a possibility that Genshin had a start, but I can guarantee that they had issues when they started, when they launched. So just shut up, give the game a chance, let it cook. It just got released. Like, you can't expect perfection right off the bat. It doesn't work like that. Genshin has been in this space as an open world RPG gacha game by itself for a long while. So it now has a competitor, which is, hopefully it's gonna push both games to do better. That's the goal. This is not shit talking. It is just, I'm playing two games that I really enjoy, and I hope that we can get more out of the developers. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, Genshin has been lackluster. It has been boring. I think the entire patch of 4.x has just been pretty much lackluster. The Archon quest was okay. I didn't like the fact that I had to sit here and rack my brain around lawyer shit and had to pick like specific things to make sure I got the right thing. Like, that was annoying. So I think what's missing with Genshin is that they need better rewards and make the weapon banner better. And then with Wuthering Waves, they just need time to cook. That's it. They just need time to cook. So give them some time to cook. Yes, the skip button is also a blessing in Wuthering Waves. Because if you have a secondary account like I do with Genshin, the reason why I haven't even played it, and I pulled a good 5-star on it, I just don't play because I'm going to have to go through the entire story again, and I don't have a chance to, like, skip. So I think that would be a great feature that they can add, and then start reducing some stuff like that are in game that the developers have not deleted off the system to start saving space for people, because Genshin is a massive game, hundreds of gigs. The other thing I wanted to mention was, as of right now, about a day ago, I put out something on my Discord. Genshin Impact has about 60 million concurrent players. 60 million. And Wuthering Waves, as of before it released, had about 33 million pre-registrations. So, with that said, that really tells you a lot about Wuthering Waves. I don't think that it's going to be a Genshin killer. I'm not going to say that at all, because it's not. Genshin has its rightful place in the gacha sphere. But I will say this. The fact that Wuthering Waves is brand new and it has that many pre-registrations, and the concurrent player base in the last 30 days for Genshin Impact has been only 60 million out of millions and millions of accounts that they have. You can kind of see where that's going to go. The hype will drop eventually for Wuthering Waves, just like it does for every game. Most games, like I said, have an issues at first. Especially when you're spanning them from two different platforms, PC and iOS and Android. There's a lot of probably a coding that goes involved in that, and that's probably the reason why it is where it's at. So let it cook, give it a chance. It's a free game. If you haven't told your friends about it, have them play.